Nadine, I told you, Jenna's at work.
I still don't see why we had to rush over here right from Frankie's.
I wanted some privacy. You said you wanted to discuss something important. Is it about that Paulie guy? I mean, is he giving you a hard time? Because if he's being less than a gentleman with you, I want to be told.
No, he's being a perfect gentleman so far. Look at this place. Ah, what a mess.
What?
This looks like Marina has been running around in here. By the way, what were you doing over there anyway, looking for Marina in Frankie's bedroom?
I forgot that Eleni was taking care of Marina, and so I thought Julie might need some help, you know?
Julie,
get her back in this
Julie is exactly the reason I want to talk to you. I think she has the hots for Frankie.
I really don't think us breaking into Russ Muller's office tonight is such a good idea.
Well, it's up to you, Bridget. But I'm fresh out of ideas on how to get access to a law library.
Dad'll never forgive me if I get you into trouble. She knows something's up. She just does. You should have seen the look on her face when she left for class.
Well, we'll be careful not to get caught. And besides, we're not breaking in. I mean, we have keys.
That are stolen. I mean, what if Ross figures it out?
People never think that their keys are stolen, Bridget. They always think they lost them someplace, right?
Yeah, I guess.
So, we're not even going to be taking any books or anything. We just want to use them for a few hours to look up custody battles between adoptive parents and their birth parents. All we got to do is find just one or two good ones, and we can convince some attorney that your case is worth taking, and your Uncle Ed will agree to back you, right? But it depends on what we find out.
David? Bridget, how are you?
Fine.
Well, I was supposed to meet my attorney here. I guess he hasn't arrived yet.
We are here on the record in the case of the People versus Harlan Billy Lewis II. The defendant and his counsel are present, the people are present, and this is the time and place for sentencing. Harlan Billy Lewis, you stand convicted of the crime of attempted murder. Do you wish to make a statement?
No, Your Honor.
Very well. Having heard from the prosecution and from your attorney, and having taken into account any possible mitigating circumstances, the court sentences you to 9 years in the state penitentiary with no possibility of parole until you have completed a minimum of 4 years. Having no further business, this court stands adjourned.
When can we say goodbye to him?
They'll be bringing him out of the courtroom in the next few minutes. And we should each be able to have a chance to go in and talk to him.
Mr. Lewis, could you tell us how you felt when you heard your son say...
I'd rather tell you how I felt about your damn question, you
Get out of here! Get out of here!
Get out.
Humorous. Over 2,000 women auditioned with one goal in mind, to be one of Barker's beauties. And only 4 were chosen. Next week, meet the lucky ladies who get their chance. All this month on The Price is Right.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Won't you sit down? That is, if the boss doesn't mind.
I am the boss.
I know. Tell you the truth, there is a special reason I chose to meet my attorney here rather than my office. was hoping to catch a glimpse of Peter's mother. I'm sorry to bring up a painful subject, but I just can't help myself. I'm desperate to know how he is.
Why ask me? I wouldn't know.
Why not?
Because ever since that charming little morning when Vanessa walked in and found you in her living room, I haven't been allowed out to Lewis's. It actually started before that, too.
I don't understand that woman after all you've done for her. What about Dylan? What does he have to say about it?
It's not Dylan's decision.
No, of course not. It's all Vanessa. I mean, she should be so grateful to you, and instead, it appears that she'd just as soon you disappeared off the face of the earth. Does Billy go along with this?
Billy didn't know anything about it until I told him.
Sorry to keep you waiting, Roger. Something came up at the last minute. By the way, sweetheart, could you get me a cup of coffee?
Oh, by the way, I am not your sweetheart.
A feminist waitress.
Leo, this is Ms. Bridget Reardon, who happens to be the mother of my grandchild.
Oh. I apologize profusely. I'm very sorry if I have offended you, Ms. Reardon. But tell me, how can a male chauvinist get a cup of job in a place like this?
He can go to the counter and order one. We're not finished with our discussion.
Sure. Just let me know when you're ready for me, okay?
I'm sorry. Look, I can see how upset you are about the way Vanessa's treating you. Please tell me what I can do to help you.
Why don't they just let us in to see him?
It should be any minute now, darling.
How far away is the penitentiary they're sending him to?
It's about 100 miles upstate. They're going to be taking him there in the next couple of hours, so this will be the last chance we have to say goodbye before we go up to visit him.
I'm so sorry.
Don't you worry about the Lewises, Tangy dear. We've been through worse before, and we've always bounded back. Just hope I'm around long enough to bounce back with the rest of them.
Granddaddy, you'll be bouncing back when we're all in wheelchairs.
Okay, folks, look, you can start going in now, but we're gonna have to do this one at a time.
I'll go first.
You sure you're gonna be okay?
Why don't the two of us go in together?
Why? You think I'm gonna go in there and make a scene and fall apart? I'm my father's daughter, and I can handle whatever I have to, just the way he can. Besides, if I'm not gonna get to see him for a while, then I want him all to myself. Even if it is only for 5 minutes.
Princess.
If you only...
All right, well, I just got to thinking, you know, after we all kind of pressured Eleni into rehiring Julie, that maybe it really wasn't the best thing to do after all.
You pushed for it, Nadine.
Yeah, I know that I did, because I thought it would be the easiest and simplest solution for everybody, and myself included, I've got to admit, but I don't know, now that it's happening, I think maybe it's just the easiest and simplest solution for Julie, because she got exactly what she wanted. She's close to Frankie again. Not that he sees it, because it doesn't seem to matter to him. He doesn't pay attention to stuff like that. He's just not like that. But, I mean, why are we asking for trouble? I mean, we should just simply correct the problem if we can while there's still time, and that's why I wanted to talk to you.
So, you think we ought to find a way to get Eleni to dump Julie again because she has a little crush on Frank?
Come on, haven't you seen the way she is with him?
Sure. I mean, she likes him. But, you know, a man like me can take that in his stride. What, Nadine? What are you doing?
Straightening. I see a mess and I want to straighten it up. You know me.
Oh, yeah, I know you.
What? What kind of thing?
What?
What kind of a thing does a man take in pride? I mean, in stride. What was it you said?
Stride, yes. It's that when girls get crushes on attractive guys. I mean, Frank certainly, has more going for him than most guys. He comes by naturally, God knows that. Look, in my time, I fended off enough moon-eyed young things. And Frank should be an old hand at it by now. All you have to do is just let him down gracefully so you don't hurt their feelings. If you need some tips, I'm certainly happy to give them to him.
Yeah, I'm sure you could. Lisa Nichols' 14th birthday party.
You've really lost me now.
Yeah, well, you almost lost me then. Don't you remember? You were out there with all the guys out there on 4th Street in front of Benny's pool hall, and I came over there to ask you for a date to Lisa's party, and you told me that Lisa already had asked you to be her date. But you winked at the guys, and you smiled at me, and then you said, "Don't worry, sweetheart, I won't let you down. I'll save you a dance so we don't break your sweet little heart."
Ooh. I said that?
Mm-hmm. I've got it engraved in my brain. I didn't end up going to that party anyway. I was babysitting that night instead.
I'm sorry. We ended up together anyway.
For a while. Look, Buzz, you and Frankie are a lot alike in some ways, but you're worlds apart in other ways. Mostly he's just not as full of himself as you are, and he doesn't think that all women are dying to get into his pants.
I never said all...
I don't think he's picking up some of the signals that this little femme fatale is throwing out at him, because he's just so trusting and nice.
And I'm not.
No, I didn't say that. You're just... You just don't think about others sometimes. You think more about yourself. Like right now, you're more concerned with what my image is of you than what I'm trying to tell you about Frank.
Oh, come on! You're right. It's a bad habit with me. So why do you think Julie's gonna cause problems?
Well, it's just the way she is around Frankie. I mean, the way she looks at him. He comes into a room, her whole voice changes, her body language changes. She wants to, like, hang on him all the time. You can just see it.
Anything more substantial?
I'll give you substantial. Do you remember Frankie's birthday party, the night that he and Julie ended up at the bowling alley, and he won her that little stuffed animal?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, later that night, I saw this. Marina was playing with a little stuffed animal. And all of a sudden, Julie comes up. She grabs it away from her. She says, "You can't have that. That's mine." The poor baby didn't know what hit her. And Julie didn't care. She just didn't want Marina touching her precious little toy that Frankie won for her.
Go on.
And that's it.
That's it?
Isn't that enough?
I was just dusting, and I got sleepy, so I just lay down for a second.
When the urge hits, I guess any bed'll do.
That's right. So you seem happy. Anything new on the Alan Michael front?
Oh, nothing. Just that, well, he bought me roses and talked to me and asked me my opinion and my advice about things and actually listened to me like he really cared what I had to say. Oh, I swear, Julie, I'm getting crazier and crazier about him every single day. I don't know what to do with myself. I mean, he's gorgeous and he's so smart and nice.
So
and
rich.
And rich. Yeah. But best of all, I mean, he's so sweet and gentle.
But you guys haven't done it yet, have you?
No, we haven't. He's respected me ever since I told him what it meant to me. And you gotta love him for that, too.
Yeah. Yeah. Actually, that's what I love about Steve. He really respects me, too.
It must be kind of hard, I mean, with him being married and all.
Yeah, it's hard. But not because I expect him to cheat on his wife. It's not that. It's just that he thinks that she's such an angel, you know? Believe me, she is anything but. It just drives me crazy. You know, I told you Steve's a coach at the university, right?
Yeah.
Well, the other day, we were decorating the gym to get ready for this pep rally. And in comes his wife, all cheery and sweet, and she sees me hanging up the streamers, which looked great. And all of a sudden, she starts hissing at me that I did it all wrong. She makes me do the whole thing over again, just out of spite.
Uh-oh. You don't think she suspects something, do you?
Suspects? What could she suspect? I mean, we haven't done anything. Unless she senses how much he cares about me. That probably makes her jealous.
Probably.
Hey, oh, hey, don't sit there. You know, the baby had an accident and it's probably still wet. Here, just pop yourself right here.
Okay.
I promised everybody I wasn't gonna fall apart.
It's gonna be okay. It's okay.
You just looked so alone, and suddenly I got scared.
Hey, you're gonna be fine. Do you know that? Things are gonna fly by just faster than you can imagine, and you're gonna be working. You're gonna be putting that wedding together with Nick. Honey, you're gonna have that baby maybe that you've always wanted. And that's what I want to think about you. That's how I want to feel.
Oh, I know, but I'm gonna miss you so much. And I feel so selfish for saying that because you're the one who's going away, but you can't imagine how much I count on you, how much I need you. Sometimes I think you're the only one in the family who really understands me, and I don't mean to sound like Nick isn't there for me because he is. It's just that...
No. I know what you're saying, honey. I've often thought that you're the one in this family that's the most like me, for better or for worse. You know something, hon? We'll go out there and get in all kinds of trouble because we do first, we think last.
Yeah. Well, listen, I don't want you to worry about me either. That's why I wanted to walk in here and be strong for you. You deserve that now. You've always been strong for me when I've needed you to be. And I don't want you to think that I'm gonna go back to being the way I was just because you're not here for a while.
No. Your life you're set real good right now. Nothing that I've done is gonna change that. You just make sure that you know what's important, unlike me.
Daddy, Vanessa loves you. She came back before. She'll come back again.
Well, I thank you for the good thoughts. But, honey, you learn from my mistakes. You and Nick, you love each other. Protect it. Don't damage it. A lot of things can be damaged in this world by carelessness.
I hear what you're saying, Daddy. I really do.
Good. Then there's no reason for you to worry about me worrying about you.
Okay.
Well, Josh, you know, and Vanessa and HB looking after things. The Lewis clan is going to be just fine.
You know, Daddy, I think that we're all living with this false notion that you're going to be falling off the face of the planet for a few years and come back like Rip Van Winkle, not knowing what's been going on. But it doesn't have to be like that. Why should you stop being a part of things?
Well, might be kind of tough.
No, not if I'm your eyes and ears. Of course, I'll visit you every week, but I can call as often as they let me, and I can make copies of your mail and of the deals that are in the works. It'll be like it is when you're away on a business trip. And tomorrow, I'll call each one of your best clients, and I'll tell all of them how the thing you said before you left was that you wanted us to take care of them especially. And then if Josh gets a little bit too comfy being head of Lewis Oil, why, I'll just have to remind him who's really boss. Didn't you say I was a lot like you?
Then I guess you know how I feel.
I love you too, Daddy, very much.
That's it. I love you.
Well, I'll see you in a few days.
We'll continue
continue with part 2 of Guiding Light in a moment.
There's nothing you can do to help me, Mr. Thorpe. And I don't mean to be complaining about Dylan and Vanessa. It's a rough time for the Lewises.
It's rough on you, too, and for a much longer time. You remember a promise I made to you? That night out at Hart's place when I was so sick and you got Holly for me. I told you then that I would always, always be on your side, and I would help you get what you most wanted. I'm very close to finding Hart now.
Well, I'm happy for you.
You want me to let you know when I do find him? I mean, it's up to you. You can talk to him or not, as you wish.
Yeah, that'd be okay. I'm gonna go back to work now.
Don't say it.
I didn't think that I would ever hear from you again, Roger, after we lost the Spaulding case.
We, Leo? I was nowhere near the courtroom that day. I was lying bleeding in the basement.
Well, after the case was lost, that's why I was extremely surprised to hear from you when you called. Although I guess, since I performed your wedding ceremony, I guess there is poetic justice in overseeing a divorce. I presume you're not having it televised, are you?
I have a much classier way to make you a celebrity, Leo. Which brings me to my second reason for asking you to see me. How would you like to make legal history? Have your name in all the textbooks.
Roger, my fee is $200 an hour, whether I make legal history or I'm in the scandal sheets.
You think so small, Leo?
Maybe. What's on your mind?
The young woman I introduced you to, who was the mother of my grandson. She gave the baby up for adoption without telling Hart that he was the father. I want to get that adoption nullified on Hart's behalf, and I need you to research any cases where biological grandparents have come forth for that kind of a challenge.
I don't think there are any.
Leo, don't make me sorry I decided to give you another chance. Find some. If you can't, invent them.
Only you, Roger, would ask me to invent legal precedent. By the way, are you talking taking custody of the child for your son or for yourself?
I haven't crossed that bridge yet.
David, come on. I told you.
Be quiet and listen to me. You've got a much bigger problem than you even know about.
Peter, that's it. That's all there is to, okay? It's gonna be okay. All right? I'm just gonna... Don't tell Mindy.
I won't.
What? Okay, what?
I just saw this look on your face. And I know that I felt like that a lot of years ago. I know that it's not what you're going through with your family. I'm sorry.
I'm glad you're back here to run things.
Are you really? I mean, you know, we've been through this before, Billy. Remember how upset you were the last time that HP picked me to run the company?
Well, I picked you this time. And I can't fault Daddy for his choice. Even back then, he knew who he could count on not to let him down.
Come on, Billy.
We both know that's the truth. Josh, I know how angry you've been with me. And I hope that's not going to get in your way.
I was angry at you because I was afraid I was going to lose you again. And, you know, I don't think you ever realized how important you are to me. No, just look. I'm going to do my best to run the company while you're away, okay? I know that you and I have different styles. We have different ways of doing things. But the bottom line is we're both HB's boys. And I think we pretty much believe in the same things. So the company will still be there waiting for you if you want to take it over when you get back. I also know you're thinking a lot about the family right now. I told you I'd take care of them, and I will. I told you I'd watch after Vanessa in case Roger Thorpe tries to go after Peter, and you can count on that. The things that are important to you are important to all of us. So you just spend this time getting yourself straightened out. And when you get back, maybe things can get back to the way they were.
Josh, I don't think things are ever going to be the same again. I don't say that bitterly. I'm just telling you straight up. I'm telling you brother to brother.
I better go. Vanessa wants to have some time.
Wait. All right, before you do, I gotta lay a couple of things on you. I want you to walk Mindy Sue down that aisle. Give her away at her wedding.
I'd be proud to.
I want you to look after Daddy. I mean, I know you would. But I think sometimes that we, take for granted that he's getting on.
It's all right.
He's going to want to know what you're going to do about the two of you.
Nullify was the word that he used. Now, he wants that creep to find cases where grandparents got adoptions nullified. And he wants to do it on Hart's behalf.
I don't believe this. I let the man get to me again. What is wrong with me, David?
Nothing, Bridget. Nothing's wrong with you. You're just a decent human being, that's all. I mean, you don't expect for people to figure out your weak spots and then use them against you.
He doesn't care if I never see my son again. He wants Peter for himself, doesn't he?
Well, at least you didn't tell him that you've decided to go after Peter, too.
Yeah, something stopped me. I don't know what it was, but thank goodness it did. I don't want that man to know anything about me. But do you realize I am up against two of them now? Vanessa and Roger Thorpe. Two Goliaths.
Well, David won, remember?
Against one of them, not two.
Well, we're two, you and me, together. Now, we're just gonna have to work harder, and we're gonna have to work a lot faster. I've already called Ross's office and got his answering machine, which means he's left for the day. So now's the time.
Okay, I'll tell Maggie we're heading out.
Let's go.
Okay.
I'll see what I can do.
Leo, if you're gonna do what I pay you to do, I'll get someone else to do it.
Right. Well, it would be easier if we could get Hart.
I'm working on that.
And what about this girl, the mother? Will she go along
That's
with
a little more delicate issue, but I'm working on that, too. It's good to see you, Bridget.
Sorry, I can't say the same.
I don't think you should go to Frank and Elaine before they got so far that it's gonna think you're a meddling mother-in-law. I mean, even if Julie isn't Frank, if Frank isn't hip to it, Elaine must have picked up on it because she's one of the smartest girls in the world.
Look, I was saying.
I heard what you said. But even so, sometimes the smartest people in the world don't see what's right in front of their faces. I mean, sometimes it takes a natural disaster for people to see things the way they really are. Well, maybe Elaine did feel something or sense something because she did fire Julie the first time and wanted her out of the house, so I don't know.
Well, I'll agree with that, but I'm not willing yet to say it was because she was jealous.
Yeah, well, maybe I don't have any solid evidence right now, so what I'll do is just keep my mouth shut and keep my eyes open and wait and see what happens. All right, where does this go?
Oh, in the drawer over there. Don't bother.
Oh, it's no bother.
I like the place the way it was.
Buzz? What's this?
The thing that drives me crazy about Steve is that he cannot see through this act that his wife puts on. I mean, it's so obvious to me. She's him completely fooled because she's so sweet. But then, As soon as her guard is dropped, I can see how incredibly bossy she is and so into her career, completely obsessed with it. She never has time for him to give him the affection and the consideration that he deserves, you know? You should see him. He is so starved for just a little conversation at night. She doesn't have any time for him, though, because of her work.
Wait a minute. You see him at night?
Well, sometimes we walk out to the parking lot together, and it is so sad. He just seems so lonely, getting ready to go back to that big house all by himself. But she's always working late. You know, she's one of these career types, and she doesn't have any time for him. And it is just so tragic, Lucy, because I know that I could give him what he needs. He would be so much more important to me than any job. But it breaks my heart because it just doesn't seem like anything can ever come of it for us.
Hey, snap out of it. Maybe one day he'll wake up and see her for what she really is.
I wonder if that'll ever really happen.
Holy cow. Look, I gotta get back to the Spauldings, otherwise Alan Michael's gonna kill me.
Oh, okay. You mean Alan Michael's gonna kiss you, though?
Oh, no, he never makes pleasure with business.
Oh, sure.
I'll see ya.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
I have a key to the bank vault, and I have the list of the contents.
Well, the most important papers are the wills, our wills, and Peter's adoption papers. And then I've got my appointment book back at the desk at home. Could you check back in there and see if I had anything lined up that I might have forgotten? Oh.
What is it?
It's my my 6-month dental appointment. Comes every March, right at the beginning. You're gonna have to call and cancel that. I guess if Dr. Vincent has been keeping an eye on the news, he would have a pretty good idea as to why I might not be making it. Now, I promised Bill that I'd get him a catcher mitt.
I'll get it for him.
And there's that book on the trains that Peter likes a lot.
I know which one it is, and I'll read it. Him a story from that every night.
Thanks. Vanessa, you know he's safe. He's in our home. It's our son. No one's gonna get him.
No, you're right.
Look, I'm sorry that I'm laying all this responsibility on you. Maybe when you come up to visit, we can talk like we used to, and, you know, that'll help to lighten the load a bit.
Well, it's going to be pretty chaotic, I think, at the beginning, and I will be coming up to visit with Bill. But probably not as frequently as you think until we're more organized.
Sure. Well, of course, you've got to look after yourself and the kids.
Gosh, you know what? If they come and put you on that van before HB has had a chance to talk to you, he's going to have me horsewhipped. He told me so.
I've been trying to think of what I would say to you all week on today's visit. How I would see if there was a chance that you would wait for me. That there might be a glimmer, small glimmer, that you'd still be my wife after I got out. I'm not going to ask that. Too soon. And I was too tough on you. I am going to tell you that I love you. And I always will. Whatever you decide, well, whatever you decide, that's all.
hope Billy understands why I couldn't be there today.
Oh, yeah. Of course he does. And he doesn't mind.
I just couldn't help it. I wish I had more memories of him, like you do, you know?
Yeah.
I mean, I think it would make it easier to bear. If I could look back and think about the time he taught me to ride a bike, or when he was sitting in the stands in Little League and watching me steal third base, or teaching me the facts of life, or giving me a wallop when I smart-mouthed him. But the fact is, he serves his 9 years. He'll be gone longer than I ever knew him.
Well, I'll share my memories of him with you. And then we'll all make new ones of our own.
Al and Michael talked Jenna into floating him a loan when he didn't have a sou. She insisted on an IOU, which he has redeemed now that his finances are vastly improved, so, you know.
Well, I guess I had better clear out before she gets back.
Look, I'm glad you told me what's going on. Keep me informed.
Well, okay, I will if you really want me to. I will.
I do. I definitely do. I do.
Good night, Buzz.
Said that too much, haven't I? Sure have. Oh. Jenna, why did you lie to me? Because you feel sorry for me.
Is it time for you to take him?
Listen, sir, I'm sorry, but I am going to have to cuff you for this.
I understand it's the law, but I'd hoped to be the one to walk my son outside to the van. It would mean a great deal to me. I'd be very grateful to you if you could find it in your heart to bend the rules a little. Of course, you'd have to keep close by, but if you could hold off the restraints till we get outside.
Look, sir, I don't know. All right, okay, but I'll be right behind you. Take care.
You too.
Are you okay?
Yes. Yes, our youngest child is still a baby, and he needs me at home, so I better get on back.
The one for the office has to be on here somewhere. I'll find it. There it is. Are you sure you're up to this?
Well, what's the alternative?
I can't think of one.
I'll do whatever it takes.
Okay, well then, let's hit the books.
Lewis residence?
I'm glad you answered the phone. I figured the Lewis clan was gathered around the fallen patriarch at the jailhouse.
I'm gonna hang up.
Don't do that, Tangi. I don't know where your father is, but I finally located your mother. Did you hear me?
Yes.
have you gotten Josh to tell you where my son is?